Piper is about innovating for the future of Arnott's treating. It's a really, really exciting project, and we're talking about an amazing group of consumers called the contemporary foodie, and how we can make our food relevant for them and for the next 150 years.
I think in innovation it's very easy to kind of do little steps, baby steps. I think because we are trying to take a big leap, trying to future-proof the business for the next 150 years, we needed something quite different. So that's why we did not use the traditional approach.
The role of the ideation is really to break free from the mould of the way we think every day.
Today is the fun bit. Today is the kind of day where you can have a lot of laughs, you can let your imagination go wild, and when the brain is in that slightly more relaxed mode, it has much better ideas. Today is about building an idea for a sub-brand, and that means having a really clear idea about the story behind the products.
Today we really focused on storytelling, so it's actually using the human truths and emotional aspects of humans to create stories that might solve the problems that we need to solve for in this project.
The story-based approach was actually a very interesting way of looking at it, because it's a different way into the project to the typical way of doing it. I think it allows people to use a different part of their brain, but it's also very relevant to these contemporary foodies for whom the backstory of food is very important.
I think stories do a really good job of bringing it to life for people. It makes it more personal, it makes it understandable. So instead of just the insights, it's a connection with the people who are participating.
There's this real sense of togetherness that is really exciting me about this team. This is quite a disparate team from lots of different areas of the business, and this idea that we're coming together to create something amazing is really exciting.
Story 1 is about craftsmanship. Story 2 is called With Love. Finally, adventure. Stories that relate to the excitement, the adrenaline of taste, textures.
We took each of those and we came up with food stimulus for each of those ideas to better explain it to the group.
There's some stories that I feel excited by, particularly around this kind of idea of food comes from a special place. That's one of the platforms we're looking at the moment, and I think there's something really powerful and emotive in that.
Lots of good ideas, lots of people on paper scribbling down different things, and so I'm very confident at the end we'll get lots of really brilliant steps forward.
Absolutely fantastic ideas. I'm blown away by the quality of ideas that we've come up with.
Having the naive expert who come in and give us a different perspective was fascinating. I think once you tap into emotion, into people's emotions and consumers' emotions, you are in such rich territory. So how can we do that with this launch?
We've ended up in a really good place, and it's something that everyone's feeling really comfortable with, despite the fact at the beginning of the day everyone was kind of like, why are we telling stories? What's that got to do with what we're trying to achieve here? Being comfortable, being uncomfortable would be my mantra for this project.